Hello, this is Andrew Greaves from QSpray.com, your pest control equipment expert. Today we're going to talk about pest control equipment standardization, and we're going to use as a model Southwest Airlines. They are great at equipment standardization. It works for them and it'll work for you. So one of the things I think is critical is Southwest Airlines always seems to make money. Whether the economy is good, the economy is bad, whatever happens, they always make money, even though their competitors may be up or down or losing money. And one of the reasons they do this is because they rely on equipment standardization. All their planes are Boeing 737s. And think about how much easier this makes it. If they need a backup plane, they just bring one in. It's all 737s. They need if a pilot calls in sick, they bring in a new pilot. They all know how to fly that plane. Gates. I was once at the airport and they announced that flight would be delayed because the plane came in, but it was too big for this gate, so they had to find another gate. And that would never happen at Southwest Airlines because all their planes are the same size and they all work at every gate. Think about maintenance. The parts inventory is so much smaller because all the planes are the same. Repairs are easier because you only got one widget. It goes there. This is how you put it in. Operating procedures. If a new flight attendant comes on the plane, the Diet Cokes are always in the same place. All the operating procedures are the same. We only have to train Mary and Joe on one plane. We don't have to have separate classes for each type of piece of equipment. And responding to problems is just so much easier because everything's standardized. And so for Southwest Airlines, this saves time, this saves money, much better efficiency, and much better service to their customers. And I think that equipment standardization will work the same and do just as well for your pest control company. So what are we talking about? First, we can standardize power sprayers, and this implies we're going to standardize our vehicles. 2, we can standardize backpack sprayers. This is a photo of a Birchmeier. We love the Birchmeier Q spray, but whatever one you like. I was once called into a large national company's regional office in Phoenix, and they said, hey, what can you do for us? And they opened the door to their equipment room, and there was 30 or 40 backpacks all over the place, and I don't think 2 of them were the same. And I just said, you know what? It'll cost you more to mess with this than it would cost you to buy new. It was just such a mess, and it was just nothing that could be done. Hand sprayers, the industry standard for pest control is B&G, and that's a good standard. But whichever one you want to use, just make sure you're standardizing it. And then I don't know your company, but whatever else you use, try to standardize it. It will reduce problems. So first thing to do is come up with equipment standards. What type of vehicles we're going to use? What size tank are we going to use? What manufacturer? What pump? What hose reel? What hose? What gun? Etc. Or what backpack? Obviously the question of existing versus new is critical. If you're buying all new equipment, it's easy to standardize. If you've already got an existing inventory of equipment, it's obviously not so easy. And I'm not suggesting starting over and getting rid of existing equipment. I am suggesting replacing, as you replace equipment, replace it to the standard and start small. In our pest control equipment shop, we find that a significant number of problems are caused by the filter. So I'd start standardizing filters. Quick disconnects at the end of the hose. If you standardize quick disconnects, then when a gun leaks or you want to change a tool, it's all standardized and you can borrow a tool from one truck onto another. So start small and look for small improvements like this. And common sense is required. You can't standardize everything. If the majority of your vehicles are 50-gallon pest control sprayers and you have a huge termite pre-treat truck, you can't standardize that. So common sense is required. But if you do standardize, I am confident you will reduce downtime, repair expense, you will absolutely reduce your pissed off customers, and you will reduce your problems and headaches. Thanks so much for listening and watching. When you need pest control equipment, power sprayers, parts, or kits, please visit us at QSpray.com.